Good morning, everyone. I hope that everyone is doing well. As you can see, it's raining here. And can you guess where I'm heading out to? I'm heading out to pick up those tomatoes. So yeah, and there's a couple other things that I need to stop and get. But anyways, I hope that everyone has a wonderful day. I hope that you will want to stick around for a little bit of my day. And yeah, I'll show you those tomatoes when I get back. Take a look at all those tomatoes. So yeah, that's my bushel and a half, and yeah, they're actually a lot heavier than you realize. And then I also picked up those red peppers you see there. I couldn't help but get those. They were just beautiful looking. But don't those tomatoes look nice? Yeah, that was so much easier than me going and trying to pick them and all that kind of stuff. Especially because today it's raining, so yeah, it'd be awfully muddy. But besides picking up those peppers that you saw and the tomatoes, I took a little detour over to Bath, Bed and Beyond because there was a gadget, yeah, that I needed to get. Well, I shouldn't say needed, but I definitely wanted. And yeah, it is the Chop Wizard, where you put your onion or whatever you want to chop, and then on top of that, you turn to the side, and it actually has the measure here so that you don't even have to measure it out. So it came with what they called the chopping blade, and then it came with one that was a dicing blade. So yeah, what can I say, Candy? Had to get it. I saw you use that and I thought, oh my goodness, wouldn't that make my life easier? So yeah, one of these days, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. But anyways, if you don't know who Candy is, she is over at Jessie James Homestead. I encourage you to check out that channel. I just love it. And yeah, if you want an easy way to chop up your onions and stuff for doing your canning, she demonstrated this, and talk about easy. It was a win for me. But anyways, I hope everybody's having a good day, and yeah, talk to you in just a little while. Well, I thought that I would come out to the garden in between the rain showers and see what I might be able to pick. And I do have a couple zucchinis, and I have like maybe 2 green peppers, but that's about it. Yeah, the weather just is not cooperating. There's been a lot of rain, and my tomatoes, they're just not ripening up. They're just staying green. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and I'll see what else I can find. Well, I got caught in the rain. I had to make a dash for the house because I didn't want my camera to get wet. But I did pick 4 of the Cherokee tomatoes because I figured, you know what, they have been looking like that for a week. And so I'm just going to have them ripen up in the house. Did get a couple green peppers. I got, as you can see, a couple zucchini and 1 yellow squash. Do have more yellow squash and zucchini. They're just too small. And I could have picked a lot more tomatillos, but it started to rain. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all in just a little while. For today's devotion, we will be reading from 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7, and then verses 10 and 11. But we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that the all-surpassing power belongs to God and not to us. Always carrying in the body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be manifested in our bodies. For we who live are always being given over to the death for Jesus' sake, so that the life of Jesus also may be manifested in our mortal flesh. Probably the greatest obstacle to understanding God's purpose for brokenness is that most believers think of Christianity as something we do. We pray, we read the Bible, we go to church, we sing songs and hymns, we tithe, we do, and we do, and we do, and assume that that's the Christian life. It's not. Authentic Christianity is about becoming rather than doing. The life of faith that God designed involves receiving Jesus into our heart and allowing Him to change us, to change our interests, our beliefs, to change our motivation, so we become more and more like Him. Do you remember the story of Gideon's men being told to put a torch inside of clay pots to hide the light until they had surrounded the enemy? Then when they sounded the bugle, they broke their pots and then the light shined out. God has done something similar in us. We have His Spirit living in us. When we are broken vessels, His light shines through. It isn't about the clay pot. It's about the light inside. The pot has no power of its own. We are just a vessel for the light. Our greatest need is to be broken vessels. And basically what verses 10 and 11 are saying is we are always to put to death self so that others can see the life of Jesus revealed in us. Our old nature, our vessel, must get out of the way. Our old nature must be kept nailed to the cross. When we remain in the death of Jesus, then the resurrected life of Jesus can be seen in our lives. There's an old hymn titled, "Let Others See Jesus in Me," which in part says, "While passing through this world of sin, and others your life shall view, be clean and pure without and within. Let others see Jesus in you. Keep telling the story, be fruitful and true. Let others see Jesus in you. Your life's a book before their eyes. They're reading it through and through. Say, does it point them to the skies? Do others see Jesus in you? Then live for Christ both day and night. Be faithful, be brave and true, and lead the lost to life and Christ. Let others see Jesus in you." And with that, I want to remind you, life happens. Let's enjoy it. And the question that we need to ask ourselves is, are we causing people to see the treasure that we carry? Or are we causing the people to look at the clay jar, which is us? Are we drawing attention to ourselves, or are we drawing attention to the gospel? God bless, and I will talk to you tomorrow.